$15, $10. Early access.
I'm just gonna
If it's a game that you can... Sorry to interrupt.
I think
No, you go ahead.
Here.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Willie, you there?
I think so. I just want to make sure.
William?
Yes.
Hi!
Hey! Have you been sitting there while we're just ranting about early access
A
forever?
little bit, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Should I interrupt them? Because it is interesting. Like, he's right there.
Yeah, it was a good topic, and I did want to bring it up just because it's something that everyone should think about a little. But now that you've been here, and we should definitely focus more on the game. So, tell us about...
Early access.
Say again?
Let's talk about early access and good night.
I think we said what we had to say.
Yeah.
It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. What's this game? This looks fun. Tetrobot?
Tetrobot Co. It's a sequel to Blocks That Matter, essentially.
Cool.
Exactly.
So you're with the studio Swing Swing Submarine, correct?
Yes, I'm one of the co-founder. We are two co-founders, and we are from France. You can hear that. And yes, we are a team of 5 people.
Got it. Cool.
Oh, and I'm the level designer for this game.
Oh, okay.
So this is it's basically just a puzzle game where you control this flying miniature robot working your way through like test chambers almost. Also, it feels like the game's really loud. Let me turn it down just a little bit. At least loud for me. Maybe I'll just turn my speakers down, then the game up. All right. So yeah, the art is great. Like I'm really amazed by how solid this looks and how aesthetically pleasing it is to look at in addition to play. So tell us a little bit about the art in the game.
About the art. So we at the beginning when we made Blocks That Matter, we were only 2 people, and I made the art for Blocks That Matter. But for Tetrobot Co, well, we wanted something more a little bit more appealing.
Right.
So we hired a friend that helped us on Blocks That Matter character design and cinematics. And his name is Gero. And Gero, yes. And he's not really an animator, but he is more like an illustrator. So we let him do his stuff on Photoshop, and we made our best to give him the opportunity to add the graphics, some high definition graphics in the game. And so yeah, we just tell him to make these graphics like an illustration, because it was the easiest way for him.
Right.
What can I say? We are inside some bigger robots, and we wanted something really mechanical, and I think we will see some other environments later. But yeah, for this one we wanted something very mechanical, so I think it works pretty much.
Yeah, it works really well, especially how it's like almost isometric. Like you can see you can see 2 sides out of the cube, like 2 planes, and that works really, really well. One thing that I want to comment on, one of the first things that struck me about this was that all the pathing, if it's a valid path for the robot to take, you can click anywhere in the screen, and all the pathing is done by the robot. It's done automatically. So tell me a little bit about that choice as opposed to the player literally controlling the robot part, like, through the space.
Yeah, the intention of the game was really to focus on puzzles, and that's why the navigation stuff is really easy. Yes, that's because in Blocks That Matter you control a robot. It's a puzzle platform game, and here we really wanted to focus on only puzzles. And we decided to remove the direct controls on on the robots. The other intention is also to be able to make a tablet version of this game.
Oh, okay.
And that's why the mouse is also used on PC. Because, for example, that's a game I wanted my mother to be able to play with. And well, that's not the real intention, but we really wanted to be more accessible.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's great. I just understood the space blocks thing. Like, I didn't get it when I first played, because I played this for 10 minutes or so before just to get the gist of it and know what I was coming into. But I like this, how each block you collect has its own face blocks entry. That adds so much personality. And then like the game, and it says Botanicula, which for those that don't know is a very nature-driven point and click game made by Amanita Designs, who did Machinarium. So and it's the wooden block, so that makes sense. That adds so much personality to the game, and I love that.
Yeah, we there is a very little story inside the game, and we didn't want it to say to the player, you have to see cinematics, you have to read all the dialogues. So we tried to make with the notebook something a little bit funny, and yeah, that's why we made the little face blocks feature.
It turned out great. It really did. This game is actually like a real joy to play, which is, I mean, it almost broke my heart a little, because I was reading up on your next game, which is called Seasons After Fall, correct?
Yes, Seasons After Fall.
So I heard, and I don't want to like bring down the mood, but I heard that Seasons After Fall is potentially the last game you guys are going to make, just because Tetrobot and Blocks That Matter didn't quite bring enough finance to the table to continue making games, at least for a little while.
Blocks That Matter was okay, because we made the Humble Bundle with it. So Blocks That Matter, it was really cool. It allowed us to make Tetrobot Co and to have a little bit more money. But yeah, Tetrobot Co, we didn't expect such low sales. It was
and it
was really difficult. Yeah.
I can't help but say that really bums me out, because this game is really a treat. This is so much fun. Like, it's got everything that I look for in a puzzle game. It's got really nice aesthetics. It's got really nice puzzle design. It's got simplicity of controls, because, like you said, it's really about the puzzles. It's not about learning a control scheme. It's got everything, and it's like, man, this didn't sell well. That just blows my mind. So, guys in chat, if you like puzzle games, you should get this right now. Show them some love, because this is great.
Yeah, the problem is not the game. The problem is the marketing inside
right.
the game, because we really have no money to make marketing. So yeah, it's difficult to reach journalists. It's difficult to reach players. But well, we are not an exception. It's the same problem for every game, of course. But yeah, the game is quite good, and you can read some articles about it on Rock Paper Shotgun, on Indie Static. I have some links if you want to, but the game is not the problem. The problem is the visibility. Right.
Absolutely. I know. Yeah, and I didn't think it was a problem with the game. I was just saying it's a shame. I think it bums me out, because seeing such a great game, such a well-designed game that clearly has a lot of love put into it, to know that it didn't perform up to expectation, it's just it's depressing. But this game's great.
The puzzle genre in general is a tough one to market, and even if you did have a pretty decent amount of marketing money, I think it would still be difficult to get this one, to get the point across.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a word that people really like to.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, a puzzle game, which I'm like the only person, one of the only people that I know that gets really excited for puzzle games, because I freaking love puzzle games. But
I grew up with puzzle games, man. I think they're fantastic, and this looks like a lot of fun to play.
You can.
Listening to the song "One Way Ticket," oh, it's great. I'm just really impressed by the amount of personality in it. I love that.
I have a question or two.
Go ahead.
First question is, well, not a question so much as a statement. The face blocks idea I love, as KY was mentioning. Sometimes you don't want a big story in a game, or sometimes you want to skip the story or take it in at your own pace. Having the option to do that is extremely great, and I want to thank you for that. My question is, does this game have a level designer, level editor?
It does.
Yes. We released the beta level editor in I think few weeks ago, and
cool.
you can create your own levels.
That's great, and you can share them with your friends and challenge people. That sounds cool.
And the level editor is we tried to make it really easy because that's the tool I used. So more or less. And what you see here, the in-game screens, it's also the way the level editor works. You have your mouse, you go to the inventory and you add blocks. It's not that difficult. There is of course something you have to understand sometimes, but we wrote guides on Steam, so you can check the guides and try to make levels. It's not that difficult.
This game is final for Foop that asked in chat. Foop, I can't say that name without like chuckling, but this game is final. It's been out on Steam for a while now, I believe. When did this game release? In October?
It was in October.
So it's been out a little while, and yeah, I mean, it's great. I wish I had more descriptive words to use, but just overall, this game is really great.
Hey, William, you being the level designer, you put together a lot of stuff. How'd you start doing that? Because I used to make levels and like Warcraft and Half-Life, and it was always great. I was wondering what games maybe influenced you.
Which games? The way I make level design. I like I don't like the linear, too much linear levels in games. So I like to create like a very small back and I don't know how to say, but des allers-retours. I don't know how to say, but I like to create some little, like this room, for example. You in the room. Well, I think I have some latency with the stream and the discussion. Yeah. So, I don't do the levels by making the geography first. I think about what I want inside this level, what I want to teach to the player, and then I create a lot of rooms that are completely separated, and after that I try to gather rooms that are working together, and we make a lot of play tests. We tried. And yeah, so it's really of course all level designers have Nintendo games in their mind, and yeah, I think that's my biggest reference are Nintendo games. Probably
they do tend to work really well with getting the player up to speed.
Of course, we have not the quality of Nintendo games right now, but the intention is to create something really. Yeah, we want to teach the player some stuff, and we try to do it the good way by presenting him some situations first, and then allow the player to view this situation again and try to change the settings.
I hate to interrupt the conversation, but I'm not sure how to do this part where it's the screen with it says 4 and it's showing 4 sand blocks. How do I actually get the blocks in there?
You have
Or is
to
that the
put
puzzle?
the blocks inside the box. So you just have to go on
them
your
above
right.
it.
Yeah, on your right,
Mm-hmm.
and you launch the block. You throw the blocks on the left, so they will fall inside the box.
Yeah, you have to get them so that gravity puts them down there.
Right, but oh yeah, okay. I'm a derp. I'm a total derp.
Yeah, that's something that can happen in Tetrobot Co because it's not that difficult, but sometimes the mind of the player is is trying to do something a little bit too difficult, and you really have to think about the basics of the game. Is you can take some blocks and you can throw them on walls to make them fall.
Right. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. As any streamer can say, your gaming abilities go down like 70% when you're streaming most of the time.
You know, actually, I just want to comment on that for a second. That may have been true for me at once, but at this point, I feel like maybe I'm better now. Maybe streaming was my ticket to becoming a better gamer. Okay.
Oh no, did I break this? Oh no, I didn't. I could just take the block back. What's wrong with me? No, but I know what you mean. I've acclimatized to a large degree, but there are still times when between, reading chat and talking to people and trying to play a game that my brain just, farts.
Yeah, and trying to keep yourself entertaining.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll definitely show. Are there a lot of community levels in this?
What?
Are there a lot of like player-made levels available to play?
I have not checked that since few days. Right now we are in beta, so let me check the Steam community.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out before the end of the stream. I do want to check out the level editor and maybe any community levels.
I am making also some levels in the Steam community. I made one for the moment, but I'm trying to make more levels through the Steam community system, just to tell the world this is the tool I used, and you can do it too. So levels.
Wait, I could get one of my blocks back actually. Well, then that one will fall, won't it? Yeah, alright.
This looks like a great game to play in short bursts. Like if you have a free hour, half hour, you can do a few levels,
Yeah, puzzle games in general are really good for that. There's a great, also, I talk my ass off about roguelikes a lot, but there's a great game called Desktop Dungeons that's basically a 10-minute roguelike type game. Like, you can do a dungeon in 10 minutes, and that's what the big appeal of the game is. But I just thought of that when you said, when you brought that up.
So not a lot of levels are made by the community right now. It's like 50.
Okay.
But we have some because the game has not a lot of players too, and the cool thing is that the good creators that was on Blogs That Matter, the good community creators, they are back with Tetrobot Co, and they made some really cool levels. So even if there is not a lot of levels, we have some really good creators.
You said about 50 levels or 15?
50.
50.
Yeah, right now.
That's not so bad.
But in Blogs That Matter, for example, we have like 300.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the Tetrobot Co really need more time to have more levels. So it's not a big problem.
Well, I mean, tell you what, I like this game a lot. If anyone picks up this game and sends me a custom level that they made, then I'll play it on stream, at my stream, just to encourage people to get and try this game, because this is really wonderful. Did you want to talk about Seasons After Fall at all? Because the concept of Seasons After Fall really interests me, and I don't know if you wanted to focus totally on Tetrobot or if you wanted to talk about that at all.
I don't know. I think Tetrobot. Well, people can see Tetrobot and how it works, so it's quite easy to understand. Seasons After Fall will be released in 2015. So we will make a long game development. It's a game. It's an adventure and exploration game. You play a little wild fox, and this fox will have the power to change the seasons. What can I say about this? The game Lost Twins, maybe.
Lost Twins.
Lost Winds. Yeah.
Lost Winds.
Right.
It sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell.
Well, the season changing seasons in games, it has already been made few times. But what we know we can do here with this game is that we can change the seasons at every time and at every place. So yeah, basically you will have to explore the world, and it will be really graphically. It will be really different than Tetrobot Co. It will be really painted stuff, painted visuals.
Right.
And you'll have to explore the world, and you will find some strange capabilities and some strange power like the season's power. We really want to make it. On our website, it's described as like a tale about adventure, about wonder and being curious, and yeah, you can also write a good article about it on Indie Static, the article that talks about the Tetrobot Co sales. Yeah, the intention of Seasons After Fall is really to share a big adventure and something really with no violence and really different than the most of the game we can have on the AAA. The AAA games.
Gotcha. It reminds me of since we brought up Nintendo earlier. I mean, the obvious comparison is Legend of Zelda,
of course,
Oracle of Seasons. Yeah. Are you going to be able to switch between all the seasons at will right at the beginning, or is it going to be sequentially unlocked, or is it only you can switch at certain times, or can you tell us how that's going to work?
No, when you have the power of seasons, you can change at any time and at any place. So there is no limitation. But yeah, at the beginning you will not be able to do it. So you have to find each season, and you have to. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say too much about it right now, but if you like the feelings of playing a fox in forest with a lot of charming environments, and if you like the way the fact that you play something that is really about nature and stuff like that, yeah, I think you will appreciate it.
I'm about to finish this level, and I think I'm gonna end up only getting one of these golden things because I screwed myself, I think.
Yeah, but you lost a stone block.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I needed 2 stone blocks in order to extract this one. What about the first one? Because there's still a first golden thing, or the left golden thing. There should be.
So you have the middle block. So
that I was supposed to use a sand to do that.
Yes. Have you destroyed the sand?
I sent the sand to get this middle block. I sent the sand into the this thing. So unfortunately, I won't be getting either of those today. That's okay. I'll probably do that on my own off stream sometime. Let's check out the next level.
You can also try to click on the
yeah
rewind button,
I did that a little bit
you can
because I got
continue.
stuck behind that laser earlier, so I had to rewind a bit. But I'm just gonna move on to the next level so I can see what's ahead. Oh, that's really freaky.
Yeah, you'll see another robot will be available, I think.
Oh boy.
Ah no, maybe no. There is one.
Good shapes.
I like squares. That's a good shape.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of hexagons. I mean, if you think of things like Civilization, or really any hex-based board game, plus sweet action games like Super Hexagon. I mean, hexagons are where it's at.
One tiny statement, like I like squares, can derail an entire conversation. The power of communication. It's brilliant.
Yep. I like squares. Okay. For a little while, I was trying to like figure out like what the different materials of the blocks, like what kind of different attributes they have, and there are a couple. Like stone can block lasers, but wood gets burned away by the lasers. But at the same time, it also determines just what sticks to what. Like wood will only get caught by other wood blocks horizontally. It won't be caught by sand blocks. So that leaves a lot of avenues for puzzle design. So that's really cool.
And that's really just the beginning, because this is really the basics of the game. And after that, you can also change sand in glass. You can have mirrors to change the direction of lasers. Mm-hmm. You have environments that are not green like that, but you can have we have a water environment, and the lasers pass through this environment. So if you switch on a laser and you go to another room, the laser will continue in other screens. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there is a lot of blocks in the games. You can finish it in 8 hours. It's when you see the first levels like that, it's difficult to understand how big the number of blocks will be. Mm-hmm. Because we really wanted also to make it accessible at the beginning, and just to teach the basics first. But after that, you have also some portals. You have some enemies that are not, they will not hurt you, but you can squish them with the blocks and create some glue on the side of the blocks. Mm-hmm. So you can, for example, kill one of those guys with it's like a little blob creatures. You can kill one of those blob creatures with a wood block on the right. And mm-hmm. then you can put this wood block on a wall, and it will stick to the wall.
Yeah, I really like
possibilities.
I really like how that works. How that works on both levels, like on the levels of properties of what the block is made out of, and out of just the simple like material matching causes them to stick. It just works so well. I love that. Okay. I'm just thinking a little bit. I think that... Oh. I was going to say, I might need to put one here so that the next one I put drops.
If you are in the room at the top bottom, it's a really difficult room.
Oh, the bottom one is the difficult one?
Yeah.
Really I guess I should do these in order. Alright. Yeah, because I was here last and I thought about it for a second. It just didn't strike me. But, oh, I see what I need to do. Okay. Hang on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that yet. Oh wait, but then I can't get that sand block back.
Maybe I can talk a little bit about the music, because
Sure.
the music is quite relaxing, and it has been made by Morusk. Morusk is he has worked with Niklas Nygren on Knit Stories and Syra,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and he is French. It's a French guy too.
Wait, is the
but
game really pronounced Knit?
What?
Did you?
I don't know. I pronounce Knit, but
Okay, I wasn't sure if I've been pronouncing it wrong or what, but anyway, go on. So he worked on Knit, he worked on Syra. What else did he work on?
Yes, and he works also on bigger games, not only indie games. But we work with him since the beginning, and it will be also the composer of Seasons After Fall, but in a very different style. Yeah, it's a really nice person to work with, and when we work with Morusk, we just tell him the intention of the game and the feeling, and each time it's just perfect. It's just what we wanted to have. So, and he make also a lot of really silly musics and chiptunes and Game Boy concerts. It's a really creative guy.
Gotcha.
A little bit crazy sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm having a tough time on this puzzle just because I can't figure out how to make this shape without losing access to the bottom, the block that would end up in this corner right here. Because like I can do that, but then the question is, how do I get this wood block back?
Are you in the middle room
Yeah.
right now? Okay. So you have to make the little thing we've told you with the collector block. You know, do you remember with the sand? You have to go on the right, top right, and you have to make some block fall.
Right. I
You
mean,
have to create a base with two blocks that can connect, and they will not fall.
and they will not fall. Oh, well, I was gonna say because I can stack down here and make that fall.
The blocks at the bottom of the shape should be two of the same.
Two of the same,
method.
right. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do that without losing a block to the space to the right of those two empty spots. That's just the only thing I'm not getting. Like, I know I can make them stand
Is there a
upright.
block that can stick to the wall up top on the left?
No, not right now. No, you really have to have glue to stick to walls,
Oh, I see.
and there is no glue at the beginning.
Well, Han, I think I got this. Let me just work this out a little bit. I think I've got it though. So first that's not what I want. Well, then it won't stop.
I figured it out. Is that okay?
Calvin.
hang on. But oh, if I did two woods, then it wouldn't have stuck. I was gonna say, because I can do this, and then I was thinking, shit, no. I had it. I swear I had it for a second, and then I lost it again. All right, Calvin, tell me how to do it.
2 sands on the bottom.
Just
Right.
okay. Like
And then-
stack vertically, you mean?
Vertical sands on the very bottom.
Yep.
And then you go all the way up to the top and put a wood block on top of the 2 sands.
Yeah, but you can't do that without it sliding all the way to the right.
No. So I don't know where it is. You don't even think slide all the way right. It'll rest on top of the 2 sand blocks when you drop it.
Oh, when you drop it. Okay. I was gonna say, I knew I had this because I had thought to do that earlier. And then from that point, I can go down here, I do that. Yeah, I
one
got
side, and then you can take out the 2 sand blocks.
Yep. Yeah, I had that, and then I lost it again. I can't stand when that happens. And then,
all the way to the top right. Yeah, there you go. Well, 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah, there is a bit of a delay.
Forgot
you
about
should be
that.
able to actually screen share with everyone on Skype if you like. If you wanted to do that.
And then same thing here to make that. I got this. All right. Yeah, I had the solution, and as I was working it out, I just lost it again. That happens to me so much.
I thought of a good name for you two, Cal and Alex.
Uh-oh.
Calvix.
Calvix.
Yes.
Right?
I seem to have heard this before. Yeah,
There's a
it may not be-
crappy episode of Star Trek Voyager called Tuvix.
Oh,
It was
God.
Tuvok
Oh my god.
and Neelix.
I know the episode. You're talking.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Thanks, Vinny.
You're welcome. Glad I'm here.
Oh, wait. How is this going to be possible? Because these two are floating.
Oh, this is the hardest room of this level, and this is really hard. You really have to think about the capabilities of the block to stick together with the same material.
Right, but if they're both floating by themselves, wouldn't they both fall?
The first block you have to place is the top question mark on the
Right.
right.
Yeah, I thought that earlier too. And then, let's see. Because if you do that, you can drop like that. Then I could, but the thing is, if I take this, then won't the wood block fall? Yeah, it does fall.
So, how about this? I'm gonna ask Will a few more questions. I've thought of a few things.
Sure. Yeah, go
So,
for
Will.
take over.
Will,
Yes, I'm here.
you've got a very devious sense of puzzle.
Devious,
You're-
yes, that's the one.
No, seriously, this is good stuff. I'm watching this. I'm like enthralled at trying to figure out the solution. You notice one of the things that I find interesting is that we're able to all watch this together and kind of collectively try to participate in figuring out the puzzles. And that's one of the great things about streaming a game like this, because you know
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
watching wants to participate and try to solve them. How long have you been making? Well, I know you did a game before this, but before you guys started, making games as a company, you
Mhm.
personally, have you made any other puzzle levels before?
Puzzles, not really. No. I was not a level designer when I worked at Ubisoft. I was a game designer, but no, I have not made a lot of games before Blocks That Matter and Tetrobot Co. But I played a lot of puzzle games, and because that's probably my favorite genre. So
What other puzzle games do you like, actually?
Oh, no.
Let's start with the classic ones. Like, do you like Dr. Mario and stuff like that? Not
no.
really puzzles. Those are more, action puzzles, I guess.
Yeah, not Dr. Mario, but the classics. Let me see my collection, because I have too many games. Really too many. For example, when I was younger, I played. I liked to make load runner levels, and it was not really puzzles, but
Sound I wanted.
well, I think it's better to talk about the recent games, because one of the games I really like, and it's really strange, because we made the Tetrobot Co during this game was also in dev. It's Italdu, and Italdu has
yeah.
a lot of common things with Tetrobot Co. I think right now Italdu is probably my favorite puzzle game.
for those that want to check out It'll Do or Idle Do or Cockadoodle Do, whatever you want to call it. I always thought it was Little Do, and then I realized there was no L. But there's the link.
Yes, there is a one L.
Just the one. Yeah, the one.
Yeah. It's not little. It's
Yeah.
little.
I thought it was Little when I first discovered the game, but I never played it. You mentioned Lost Winds earlier. That was an eShop game, and it came out in 2008. Yeah, that's a puzzle game. So some interesting games. Since working, you mentioned that you worked at Ubisoft for a bit. Do you prefer working on a smaller team?
Yes, of course. That's why I left. Sorry, but you really should continue the game and take another level, because I think you will.
No, I mean, I was just confused because I don't understand how you can keep these two floating and fill in these two.
I can help you, but you will see that this is very devious.
Okay,
Really.
that's fine. I'll look up a solution or something, or figure it out on my own later. I know someone in chat said you don't have to. Oh, what am I doing? I can just exit. Someone in chat said you don't have to have them all at once. You could just do them one at a time. But the thing is, I did make all three shapes. I had that bottom right one, and I made the other two, and the door still didn't open. So
I am curious as to how that is solved. That is an interesting little puzzle you have there.
Yeah, Reggie, I don't know what you meant by shelves, but yeah, that was a really brutal puzzle. Sorry, I'm gonna keep moving forward though.
Did you go through the portal already?
I did. I did. I can get back to it though. It's
no, it's fine. One day I will learn how to complete that puzzle, and my life will be complete.
Well, there you go.
Because I was trying to figure that out as well. It's a good one. Like, devious is the right word for it, but you guys, put a lot of effort into this game. You have to use your brain. This isn't a game where you could just pick it up and just like kind of gonna just press buttons and see what happens. So you guys did a really nice job, and especially you, Will. You did a nice job with the level design, from what I can tell.
Absolutely, very nice job.
Yeah, we really wanted. I like the games that make the player just think about what he is doing, and yeah, I like this kind of stuff, when this kind of feeling when you play a game and you discover something at a moment, and you feel really silly, Yes.
You feel silly that you weren't able to do it.
Right. Yeah. When then once you've done it, the solution is totally obvious.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have some cannons like Donkey Kong.
Like Donkey Kong Country, yeah.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country. One other really cool puzzle game that I really love is what's the name on 3DS? Puzzle blocks. What is this game?
On 3DS,
I think this is
Oh,
push blocks.
Crash
Push
Mo.
blocks, no?
Pushmo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is a really cool game.
Yeah, I've heard that game's great. I haven't actually played it. I've heard a lot about it.
I've been interested in playing that game for a while. It looks fantastic.
And there's also a Game Boy game called Cat Trap. Cat Trap, yes. It is on the 3DS in Europe. I've played it when we were making Tetrobot Co, and this is really strange because this game is really like Tetrobot Co and Blocks That Matter. It's I have never played it before, but it's just a really old game with blocks and the same kind of isometric perspective, and you have to push blocks and it's just like Blocks That Matter and Tetrobot Co mixed together. It's a really good game too.
Old Game Boy game, yeah.
Oh man.
Cat Trap. There is one more game I wanted to mention that I severely doubt many of you will have ever heard of this, but it's a game called Quirk. Kwirk, and it's a maze game for the Game Boy. Very similar. You push blocks. It's a puzzle game. It makes you use your brain, and it's one of those games I played endlessly as a child. Never was able to get past like level 3.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Sorry, the solution. I gotta go back and do this now. Now that I totally understand it, I gotta try this because that's gonna really bug the hell out of me.
I'm gonna post a link to a Quirk video in chat real quick while you're talking and while you're doing that, KY.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I had like a flash of inspiration. I think I understand totally how to do that puzzle now. So I'm gonna go do it.
And like you said before, it's really better to play with someone on your side, just to talk about the possible solutions. Because when you use your mouse, when you try to control the game, sometimes your brain is a little bit busy.
Right. Yeah. If you just have someone, like you said, to talk to and kind of work it out with, everything clicks a lot more. Or it's like when you spend all day trying to get a puzzle in a game, and then like you eventually just give up because you're like, I'm not gonna get that. Then the next day it just like hits you while you're like driving or whatever, and you just can't wait to go back and do it. So what I'm thinking here is that I understand what Reggie was saying about a shelf. If I do this and take this away, that falls through these two. Now, the only... Oh, no, I guess I don't have it totally solved because then this block over here isn't filled. So I need to have something there.
It's the good way, but you have to make something before you take the sand block.
Yeah, make something before you take the sand block. Alright.
You see at the end you have to be in front of the block, of the golden block.
Oh, so you hold it up with your head like this. Oh my god, that is so freaking brilliant.
But that's something that you can also learn in more advanced levels. It's just that I wanted to put this room that is quite difficult to understand at the beginning, just to prove that it's not that easy. It's not because the robot is flying around automatically that you can solve the game.
Okay, I got one small detail wrong. From that point, I was supposed to fly down to the bottom to hold the shape. Yeah.
Yes.
Instead, I just kind of let go because I figured while it was dropping, it would have triggered it and opened the door.
So
but you do need to hold it at least a little bit. You can't just let it drop through. But otherwise, I understand.
You have to go down and have your robot at the bottom. Yeah.
Actually, we only have a couple minutes left. Would you rather I showed some of the community or the level editor, or should I just keep doing some story levels?
Maybe the I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know. Because yes, there is of course a lot of more things to see about the game, but I think that if you like puzzle games and if you like what you've seen, for example, here we can see that there is some cannons and water, so there is a total different.
Yeah, there's a lot more to this than what we've shown. I mean, I think we've shown a lot already, and even still, this has just barely scratched the surface of the kind of things this game does. Like, not only does it introduce lots of mechanics, but it kind of masters those mechanics through level design or through puzzle design. And that is really great. That's what I think sets aside a really good puzzle game from a mediocre one, is one that explores every mechanic to its fullest depth and has a variety of mechanics that introduces. And I think this has got both of those pretty well. Let's see.
So what I can say is that I wanted to thank you for playing the game today, because it's really something I enjoy. I don't do streams by myself, but I really love to see people playing games, and of course my games, because it's like that I can understand how levels work or don't work.
Yeah,
I really like.
Absolutely. I mean, I might actually continue this on my normal stream, which is vinesauce.com, because I do, especially like late night, which is, I guess, around this time slot, which would be like over the last hour or so. I like to do kind of puzzle games during the late night hours in America. So I might actually continue this, because this could be fun to see members from the chat at our stream try to figure out and wrap their head around a bit. Does anyone have any questions for William? Let me scroll up chat a little bit and see if I missed anything. I don't think I saw a lot of questions, because we've been talking about a good variety of things.
And of course, for the viewers, you can go to our website, swingsubmarine.com, and you can follow the Twitter account. I think it's the best way to keep in touch with us.
Oh boy, feed the beast. Alright, so these cannons actually send you past those lasers. That's good to know. I like the change in scenery too, now that all the walls are made out of water. It's cool. So, I might have just missed something in the previous level, but what's the deal with these dead pipes? These pipes that aren't active?
You can recreate them. So if you, I don't know where you are exactly, in which room, but you can have a block of pipe, and you can rebuild the. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm about to get there. I didn't get that last time, because there were some dead pipes in the some dead pipes in the previous level, but I didn't figure out what to do. And this level is the tutorial level 4. It's an introduction to pipes. That's another thing, and I brought this up with I think Disorder, Master Spy, and this, all 3 games that I showed tonight, all do a great job of just introducing mechanics organically through level design, which again is something that a lot of recent games need, because there's so many games, especially AAA games, that focus on extensive, like, direct tutorials, and I don't think that's the right way to do it, compared to just simply teaching the player how the game works just through the level design. That's exactly what this does, and I love that. So compliments on that.
To show, not tell.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait.
Someone is asking on the chat why we have took the decision to change from blocks that matter platform elements to strictly puzzles. I already talked about it before, but it was also because we have received a lot of feedbacks about players that really like puzzles, and blocks that matter is full of puzzles also, and sometimes the platform element was a little bit too challenging for them. You really needed reflexes, and platform and puzzles sometimes, if they are a little bit too extreme, one or another, you can really be frustrated by that, because a lot of puzzle players are not platform players.
Yeah.
So that's why we changed, because we really wanted to focus on puzzles and to sorry, I can't find my word.
No, you're doing great.
But we listen players a lot, and when the feedbacks are relevant, we really try our best to take them in count.
All right. Well, I mean, that's about all the time we have. Unfortunately, we got to move on to the next show. But thanks for coming, William, and thanks for letting us play the game, because I had a blast with this. This game is really phenomenal. Tetrobot and Company, or Tetrobot Co. please pick it up if you like puzzle games, because this is masterfully designed, to be totally honest. I love this a lot. Do you have anything that you want to say? We probably have a good 500, 600 viewers. I don't have the viewer number up, but do you have anything you want to say to everyone?
958.
What? What? Oh my god.
958. Yep.
958. Wow. Well, thanks for your support, everyone, all those viewers. But William, is there anything you want to say to them?
Well, I want to say thank you, and I hope you will like Seasons After Fall, and you will follow the development of Seasons After Fall and see what we can do with a little bit different game. And if it's our last game, I hope it will be the best one.
I hope it's not your last game.
Yeah, I really hope it's not, because this game is...
Anyway, if it's the last game, it's not a problem. It's just the last
Right.
game for the company. But we will not be dead. Don't worry.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, man. It was great.
KY, don't stop streaming just yet.
Okay.
We're gonna have to switch over, so I want to do
We'll
that live.
add them
Sure.
to the call.
So we're gonna add the new streamers to the call. And again, thank you so much, William, for joining us. I'm
Thank you.
so glad you came. Thank you.
Thanks, William.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you,
All right.
William.